Hello and welcome to another edition of the Royal Chat Live. And my name is Royal Majesty Funsho Timothy. All right, if you have been listening and watching our YouTube channel over the past few days, I will keep encouraging you guys to keep watching, keep subscribing, keep commenting on these YouTube pages or any of our social media platform. We welcome your comments because that's how we're gonna get better. All right. Today I come with a new topic entirely. Okay. And if you have been following my chat or either live or to our YouTube channel, you probably seen where I talked about more about what's going on with our ladies. And today I'm going to talk about what's going on with a man and why a man need to watch out for things that they should be looking out for. Now, if you are a man, whether you're a young guy, a middle-aged guy, or been married for many years, the kind of relationship you have with your spouse, with a girlfriend, will determine what kind of man you are. Okay, if you have a man that lose out on your girlfriend or your fiancé, or your home is not really working out the way you want it, um, check yourself out. It's the kind of man that you are that determines that. So today I'm gonna list all this men that's out there, and you're gonna have to tell me which one of these men that you fall into. Okay, are you ready? All right, let's go. There are six kind of men. Six kind of men. Six. All right. Number one, the shy guys. The shy kind of guys. Guys that don't talk as much. Number two, the soft guys. Number three, the strong guys. Number four, a patient guy. Number five, the nice guys. And the number six, of course, this number six, nobody wants to be that guy, but I call them the weak guys. All right, those are the six kind of men that there are. Now, by the time I'm done with this topic, you, my man, will have to determine what category of man are you? Where do you fall into? Are you the strong man? Are you the soft guy? Are you the shy guy? Are you the patient guy? Are you the Mr. Nice guy or are you the weak guy? Now, let's start from the top. The soft guy. Who is a soft guy? This is the guy that really doesn't say too much. The guy that just like everything goes. Whatever you say, be it the girlfriend or the wife or fiancé, they kind of like, it's okay, honey. Okay, I'll take that. Do you want rice? Okay, I will take rice. They don't complain. They don't talk back. They don't want troubles. They always want to think everything has to go the way things are. Even when there's a conflict within them and their girlfriend, their wives, they don't want to have conflict. They just don't want issues at all. Those are the kind the guy we call the soft guy, the guys that are just too timid to really talk to their girls, too timid to talk to their wives, or even more timid to talk to their fiancés because they don't want to lose them. If you're the kind of guy that really so timid and so soft that you feel that if you act out, your girl's gonna lose you, you're gonna lose your girl, you're gonna lose your fiancé, or you're gonna lose your wife, you're the guy I'm talking about. You're the soft guy. Okay, you need to watch out because your softness is killing will kill you. I mean, what's gonna happen is this. Your lady's gonna ride on you like a donkey and dump you like a bag of rice. That's what's going to happen to you. Well, I'm going to come back to that later on. Now, let's move to the next one, the shy guy. Oh, man, that's the guy that I don't want any guy to even be in that situation. If you're a shy guy, cover your face up, man. You don't need to even to talk at all, being a shy guy. Shy guy, literally, they don't achieve much when it comes to guys. Look, if thanks to internet or online dating these days, some of the shy guys will never have a girlfriend. How much more have a wife? Look, when we were growing up back in the day, if you were the shy guy, you're gonna be hearing about guys having girlfriend here, girlfriend there, and you will never have one because you can't be bold enough to talk to a girl. I mean, when we were growing up, all the girls in your neighborhood, when they're coming out to buy food, when they're coming out to buy kerosene, when they're coming out to buy rice, or food stuff with their parents, you know their schedule. So you're gonna be right there on the spot waiting for them so that you can talk to them. And you know what we do those days? I mean, you guys talk about rappers, man. Guys that were born in the 80s and 90s at the first rapping guys in Nigeria or in the world, in Africa. I mean, only sugar in my tea, only bread in my bread, only rice in my stew. I mean, we can go on and on and on and on. Those are the rappers those days. If you're a shy guy, you will never get a girlfriend those days. And then let's talk about when you now become a fiancé. You have a fiancé now. How do you even talk to your fiancé if you're too shy, too timid? You can't even talk back and say, honey, you've been wrong. I can't do that. You can't do that. Shy guy, man. If you're a shy guy, please change your ways. It won't help you. It won't help you, man. You got to know when to say no and put the foot down. Shy guy don't have a life. I'm sorry to say that. But I'm going to come back to that later on. Now, let's move to the one that everyone wants to be. The strong man. The man that's called the macho man. Yes. Strong-willed man. Yes. All of us that grew up in the 80s and probably even up to date knows this. If you're a strong guy in high school, you get all the girls. You get all the girls, man. They want you. They just want to find the inquisitiveness about you. They want to know what's going on. What this guy is about? What is this guy made of? I mean, may be one of the dumbest guy in class. Who cares? They just want to be around a strong, weird guy. It's not about being muscular. It's about having that aroma of the strength, the command, that every girl's want. They don't want a shy guy. They want a strong man. And what I tell you is this. Most time, if you see a short guy dating a tall lady, that's a sign of a strong man. A man that's in command of situation. I mean, most tall ladies don't really like to date short guys, but when they date one, trust me, it's a strong-willed man with the vigor. That's the man you want to be. And you see that most time when you have a strong man, right? You're the kind of guy that you want to date like 4 or 5 girlfriends, and instead of them fighting you, they'll fight themselves for you. That's how the strong man is. And strong men are the ones that will have 5 wives, 10 wives, because you have to be strong to even deal with one woman. How much more 10 women or even more? So when you're a strong man with a great personality, that is the kind of man everybody want to be with, everyone to be like. But not everybody can be like that. You gotta be strong. And usually when you're a strong guy, that's the man who can be what I call the external affairs man, the United Nations of the world, because you can handle every personality in your home or in whatever friendship you have with these girls. So that's the kind of man everybody wants to be. But unfortunately, we all cannot be strong. You are all cut up to be who you are. But if you're strong, more power to you. Let me go to the part that says about patient guy. Patient guy is a wonderful guy. They are very laid back. They don't want to talk. They just want to say everything you say, honey, is cool. I don't want wahala. I don't want trouble. Please, honey, I don't want issues. Whatever you say is true. These are the kind of men you go to their home. The wife, the spouses tell them what to eat. I mean, they tell them, honey, you're not eating that food today, are you? Okay, sorry, honey, I don't want to eat that food. I mean, if they want 2 meat, this is the kind of guy the lady would tell, honey, you're getting 1 meat. And that's it. So, patients guys don't like to create problem with their spouses, with their girlfriend, with their fiancés. They just want to have peace. Look, when you deal with opposite sex, to hell with peace. To hell with all this peaceness. You want to have it your way sometimes. I'm not saying you got to be crazy guy on your girl, but being too patient, man, like I said with a shy guy, your lady gonna ride on you like a donkey and dump you like a bag of rice. I mean, that's just the truth. So if you don't like to be dunked on, if you don't like to be ride on as like a donkey, stop being the patient guy and be assertive. Be strong. Back in the day when we were young, we were very young. There was this advert in a Nigerian commercial. It goes like this: be successful, be important. Use my clean toothpaste. I mean, you look at this man, dashing, strong way man. Look, they don't make patience guys, weak guys. They don't make them Maclean guys. They make them strong man with a nice smile. So if you're a patience guy, man, please stop being patient, man. You gotta be strong. Gotta change your ways. Be assertive about your ways, and let your woman know who's in charge. All right. Right. Now, I've listed 4 parts. Guys, if you have any comments on what I've just said today, please share your comment with me. I'd like to answer some of your questions and let's dialogue about it. I'm not going to be writing what I've said so far, but believe I know for a fact that some of the things I've said, some of you who can relate to this can say, you know what, man, you're right. You're absolutely right, my man. You are right. I need to change my ways to become more assertive. Now, let's go to the nice one. Nice guy. They call him Mr. Nice Guy. Mr. Nice Guy. Please, man, if anyone ever call you nice guy, tell him to go to pieces. Tell him to go to, you know what, HELL, you know what I mean? Tell him to go to that. Because don't ever let anyone call you nice guy or Mr. Nice Guy. You are not Mr. Nice Guy. Nice guy finish last. Nice guys don't always get shafted. I mean, if you're a nice guy, you don't get the girls. If you're a nice guy, your woman is gonna say, "Honey, you're so nice, but you know what? I gotta go. I gotta leave you. I gotta meet somebody who's nicer." Well, if there's somebody nicer out there. So, nice guys, they're always very nice, gentle. Whatever you want, honey. You want some money? There you go. You want some cookies? Oh, baby, got it. You want some money? How much you need? $100? I give you $200. Those are the kind of men that ladies want to have, but they don't want to be around them. Those kind of men the ladies want to just have as friends. They don't want to marry you because you're too nice. Niceness is not a policy of a man. You got to be strong, man. You got to be a strong-willed man. You got to be. If you want $100, honey, I want to give you $50. You don't want it? Go to hell. I mean, you want $200? Okay, I got $10. You want that? All right, you don't want it? Okay. Let him know. Let her know you're in charge. There ain't no Mr. Nice Guy here. I am the man in charge here. If you want $100, go work for it. I mean, if you don't want $100, I'll give you $10. If you don't want it, that's fine. That is the kind of man ladies want. They might pretend like, oh, you're too mean. You're too hard on me. Yes, be hard on them. But the truth of the matter is that they would like you that way. Okay, they like you to be not nice. They like you to be not that, kind of gentle with them. But they just want you to be a man, but don't be too nice to them. So, Mr. Nice Guy is a concept that anybody who's out there don't want to be called. I don't want to be called nice man. I don't want to. I mean, even my kids, I don't want to call me Mr. Nice. Daddy, you're nice. I don't want daddy nice. I want daddy mean. Daddy mean is always better than daddy nice. I like that. Let me be a mean daddy or mean husband or a mean boyfriend. I don't want to be daddy cool or daddy nice. No, I don't want to. I don't want to be neither of those things. I want to be daddy mean. Look, because beyond the facade of this mean, there's niceness in me. But I don't want to portray niceness all the time because you know what? When you're too nice, people are going to ride on you. People are going to take you for granted. People are going to say, oh, he's nice. They're going to do it anyway. Don't worry. And you kind of guy that people can always say, you can never say no. That is a painful part of being Mr. Nice Guy. You can't say no. I mean, everything is yes to you. I mean, come on. Well, and whenever you say no, they're like the whole world's going to crash down on them. Like, also no. No. What happens? What's going on? That is what I call being mean and being cruel. Not cruel in the sense of being harsh and being that disastrous on your wife and kids, but be nice, but also be, have some little bit of avenger attitude towards it. Now let's go to the one that everybody don't want to be. Okay, the weak guy. The weak guys. So far, guys, I've talked about the shy guy. I've talked about the soft guys. I've talked about the patient guy. I've talked about the strong guy and the nice guy. The last one, Of course, the W. Of course, two U's is called the W's. That's the weak guy. Man, that's even the worst part. And I know a lot of men these days that lost their marriages, that lost relationship, that lost their spouses, that lost even friends. They lost because they're weak. They are those men that they're not really, they don't have the inner fortitude to do things for themselves. They can do business. They cannot. They can. They're so content with what they have. I mean, you when you're a guy and you don't have that inner fortitude to really say, "I want to be better than I am today." You will never see weak guys become businessmen. You will never see a weak guy that says, "I want to be a businessman," because they're so content with their lifestyle. No, they like this 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 11 to 7. Well, I mean, all these odd hours kind of our schedule. They love it because that is it. The check is good. I'm not complaining. Fine. No lady will want to stay around with you, young man, or any man whatsoever. A weak man is a man who does not have this world to leave. A weak man is a man that will never keep to a woman. And of course, even if you have a woman, you know that's not the kind of woman you want. Because that's the only one available for you. So if you're weak, I mean, I don't have no empathy or sympathy for you. There's no way around it, young man, or any man whatsoever. You got to change your ways. You got to be strong. I mean, maybe you should take a cue from this strong man and go out there and change your attitude towards your life. Because part of being successful as a man is to change your ways and change your attitude, change your motivation to become strong and bring that mindset of weakness out of you and become a strong man. And if you don't have that mindset to become strong, I'm sorry, you won't even have a girlfriend. I mean, if you have a girlfriend, it's because somebody just pitied you enough to be a girl. I mean, you don't want to marry, you don't have a girlfriend because they pitied you. You want to have a girl because she wants you or you want her and she said yes to you. If a girl has to pity you to marry you or to be your girl, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. But there are a lot of weak men out there. Just like we always know that there are fools that are born every day out there in the world. People always claim that they're not fools because I don't want to be called a fool because I don't be a fool. Believe me, fools are born every day. But weak men are also born every day. Yes, it may not be your fault that you're weak, but come on, man. Come on. It's your duty to change your ways and change your attitude to life and do something. Make yourself better. Don't be the passive man. Don't be that man that just lay back and just watch African magic or Yoruba magic or some music or some play or movies. I mean, don't sit down on your couch and think that is all about your life. I mean, your mates are doing well and you don't want to care about that. Your wife's gonna leave you and you say, "Okay, leave, honey. I'm care. I don't care." Look, I can go on and on and on about weak guys. I mean, I don't want to be no friends with no weak guy. If you're a weak guy, you can't be my friend because I'm a go getter kind of guy. I go out and I'm gonna get it. So if you're a weak guy, no, I don't want you around me. Okay, I want a successful guy, guys that can make some difference in the world. So I have mentioned all those 6 men, and I will tell you this: if you are one of those guys that part of those 6 men, and if you're the strong man, I give you power, more kudos to you, more power to you. The weak guy, I've already talked about it. I'm not going back to that anymore. And the shy guy, look, shy guy, like I said, you guys gonna change. You are the weak guy. You're almost in the same league. Maybe you are in the Premier League, is in League One, but look, you're playing the same ball, man. Come on. If you're a shy guy and a weak guy, you guys need to work together and change your ways. Shy guy, I feel sorry for you, man. And the patient guy, look, nothing wrong being a patient guy. I've said that earlier on. I'm not going to go back and say things about that anymore. If you're a patient guy, change your attitude. I'm not saying you got to be a rah rah guy. If you are not kind of guy that have this and rah rah kind of life, you can change your ways. And, I got to tell you a story. When I was in high school, I used to be one of the stubborn guys in school, and some of my mates who knew me then probably can tell you this. When I was in high school, I used to I used to be the one of the noisiest guy in class, noise makers. I am part of them. They write my name down for of noise making. So I always make a commitment to myself that I will not be one of the noisemakers in the class. I will be quiet. I will be nice. I won't say much. I won't say nothing at all. Then I will be the guy in the class this semester or this school time. Wonderful. The first 2 weeks, I'm the coolest guy in class. I don't talk. I don't say nothing back. I'm just acting like a normal guy. But that's not me. And that's not me. Only take 2 weeks, and now it's all hell break loose. I changed my ways because that wasn't what I was made up. My DNA was not set up that way. I was not wired that way. But but when it comes to the issue of life, when it comes to the priorities of life, being patient is a wonderful thing to have. It's an asset to have, especially when you're a leader. But please don't be too patient about life, especially when it comes to the issue of women. You cannot be patient with your woman, and not to say that you can't be nice to them, but please, you cannot be too patient. You got to change your ways, be assertive, do well, and make sure that she knows you are the man in charge in the house. And the same thing goes with the guy that are soft. Okay, I'm going back to these things now. Just going back, like you know, backstepping to all these points I made earlier on. And like I said, if you on those guys that really have this traits of being soft, have this trait of being shy, have this trait of being patient, have this trait of being soft, nice guy, please listen to what I've just said earlier on. I want you to take a cue from that and see that you can make some changes. Be like the guy that we talked about in the McLean toothpaste guy. Be successful, be important, use McLean toothpaste. I mean, you don't have to use McLean. Of course, there are a lot of toothpaste now today, but the bone the bone of that ad wasn't about McLean toothpaste. It wasn't about anything else. About the man, how successful the man was, and how great looking the guy was, how confident the guy was. I mean, the guy walked confidently. It was just like he walked into a room, and everybody just stood up and said, "Man, that's the McLean man." That's the kind of man you want to be if you want to have a whole world in your hands, in your palms. Do the right thing. Don't be shy. Don't be too meek. Then, of course, don't be Mr. Nice Guy. No, please. Don't let anyone ever call you Mr. Nice Guy or Nice Guy anymore. Don't ever accept that. If anybody ever called you that name, just let him know or her know that that will be the last time he or she ever calls you that name. I am no Mr. Nice Guy. I'm just the great guy that I am, and that's all that matters. So, I'm going to welcome all you guys to talk about this. I'm going to welcome you guys to comment about your topic, this great topic, because we may need to stand firm on ourselves. We need to show that we're men when it comes to showing who we are. And don't let any woman or any lady or any girl take us for granted. Because at the end of the day, it's about manhood, man. You don't want a manhood on anybody's hands. You don't want that. You don't want any woman to control what you do. Not to say that you don't love them, not to say you don't care about your girl, not to say you don't care about your ladies, but there are certain things you got to draw the line somewhere. Okay? And the man that you are will make that difference in her life. The man that you are, that make her feel that that's my man. I want that man because he is confident, he's full of grace, and I just want him to be mine. Understand? So we're going to go into this again, and I'm going to just hold on tight for anyone who has a comment to make on this show, and we will see how we can get it done. All right. Do we have any comment? Anybody coming in to talk about this today? All right. I don't see any comment. Let me check my box here. Um. All right, okay. All right. I haven't seen any comment yet. I'm gonna. All right. So I really feel that a lot of us who have listened to what I said this evening will probably say that okay, I need to listen to that guy more. So let me just say this to you guys. Um, please, whenever we have the show, try and comment on our box and bring out just suggestions. We want to hear from you guys. That's the only way we can get better. That's the only way we can be bring you more things that will have a greater impact in your life. It's really important for us men to look out for ourselves. I'm not saying that I'm really kind of like dishing out the girls, the ladies, and things that they don't count. But nobody's looking out for us, man. We men should look out for ourselves, because at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's all about our lives, and it's what we make out of ourselves that the ladies are gonna appreciate out of us. If we don't do those things that I mentioned earlier on, if we don't act like men that we're supposed to be, yes, you can be a man. There are men who work store. There are men that just empty shells. I mean, you don't want to be empty shell kind of guy. You want to be the guy that has it. You want to be the guy that just gonna be just they see and they just marvel at your command, the aura that you bring to a room, the aura you bring to a space, the aura that you just it zooms towards people around you. Okay, let your quality of a man shows anywhere you go. Let the manhood become who you are. So don't let people think that when they say when they see you leave, they're like, what kind of man is that? I don't know what kind of man is that. But when you leave, let them marvel at the fact that you came and your the aura left with you. So that is what I want us to feel now. Because I may not have said a lot about those 6 points. I may not have said a lot about those things, 6 men, those point about we men, but I'm sure that the few things that I mentioned, some of you can relate to it. And if I didn't mention some of the things that you relate to, but look, you may know somebody, you may have somebody, you may know somebody who, too, because of his niceness, have lost his girlfriend. Too, because of his niceness, have lost his wife. Too, because of niceness, lost his job. I mean, we don't want to even limit this to just about just wives and spouses alone or girlfriends. Well, let's just talk about life in general. I mean, people, you work in a company and you don't be assertive, they're gonna think that you're not really producing enough. You work in a company, you're too, you're not strong. Companies love great personalities. They love strong-willed men. I mean, look, we all know that in the corporate world, where the maybe a lot of managers out there, and they want to appoint somebody as a manager. You have 10 people who probably like qualify for this position. Guess who they're gonna pick? Guess who's gonna pick? They're not gonna pick this no shy guy. No way. They're not gonna pick no soft guys neither. They're not gonna pick no patient guy. They want a strong-willed man, the man that'll come in and they will talk boldly, command. Just that then they get in, they just talk and everybody listen. That's what you man you want. That kind of man you want in a corporation world. And if the corporation world really knows that, how much more you're the man, and how much value you have with your wife, your spouses, your girlfriends. I mean, you can go on and on and on and on. I mean, come on. So please do the right thing, man. Don't let our position in this list that I've listed earlier on be the hindrance in our life to become who we're gonna be. Show what you got. Show what you got. If you really think that there's a lot you can change in your life, go ahead and change it. There's no difference in that. There's no crime in becoming something better. There's no crime in saying that I want to be somebody else. Okay, because being somebody else makes you a better person because you've seen that other guy has it, and somebody has something you want it. It's not about trying to be jealous of that person, but you just want to say, you know what? If he can do well, I can do the same thing. So, guys, I'm not going to take much of your time tonight. I know that it's kind of like this is very like you guys need to expect that from me, but don't worry, it's part of the deal. I'm gonna be coming on like I do today, every now and then to bring something that will make a great impact in our lives. So, guys, be looking out. Just look out for these things, because when I talk. I talk with passion and I talk with more radiant. I want people to understand that this is the inner feeling, some thought that I've felt that it's about time our man hears it, our man knows it, and our man feels it. So let's feel it. Let's understand it. Let's go get it. because at the end of the day, it's all about us. Nobody cares about us but us, man. Nobody cares about us. We gotta look out for ourselves. We got to look out for ourselves. Young, old, mid-age, even older folks, they know that it's all about them. Nobody cares for them. So I don't want to take your time tonight, but please go back and make a comment on our page. Go back and subscribe. Go back and share because like I told you, I'm gonna come on every now and then to bring something that may excite you, all of you. Things that will get you all pumped up. Things that will get you all giddy up. Things that will all get you all, like man, I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. All right.